ready for another lesson?
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Back Row Banter, your favorite casual movie talk podcast. I am one of your hosts, Adam Schwartz. On this week's episode, we'll be talking about the movie Mortal Kombat II. But of course, before I get to any of that, I'm joined today by Katana Nathaniel Gingrich.
What up? I'm Katana
Nathaniel. Nathaniel, have you ever played the Mortal Kombat games? We've talked about this before.
Just at like parties and
Okay.
The like dentist office if they had a copy. Or no, it would be more like, I guess, the open gym. I don't know if anyone else had this. This would be is this a thing that other places did where our school district, like in the summer, if kids could get dropped off at like the gym at the high school?
Sure.
And like
there was stuff similar.
Yeah, so we would do that a lot. And then like one of the things they did was like they had a PlayStation and you could like rent it for like 15 minutes at a time. And I think that would be the only other way I would have played it, or like playing it at a buddy's house or something. But I never had it. I did play Injustice, so I know the controls, I think. But yeah. So like the lore and all of this means nothing to me.
All right.
But that being said, yeah.
I was going to ask, did you have a go-to character while playing Mortal Kombat?
No. Okay. I wouldn't, because I would not have played enough for there to have a fun. I would have known more Tekken, to be honest, if anything.
Okay.
Because I know King, because he's a dude with a jaguar for a head, so it's pretty memorable in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that is pretty memorable. Yeah.
Does Katana always have the fans
running around?
I'm asking Blake because, and I don't know his new sobriquet yet, but I'm asking Blake because we know he is a big Mortal Kombat guy. So I was
asking, what was your question, brother?
Does Katana always have her fans? Since I'm Katana
Correct.
Nathaniel, is that like her main? Okay,
yeah, that's her.
Because I think, as I understand, like original Mortal Kombat was just kind of like 3 of the same character model with different colors.
Just for them. Yeah. That's like the OG 90s Mortal Kombat it's like one person color palette. It's like 3 female ninjas.
Did they have different
ninjas, 4 males?
Did they have different weapons too? Like did Katana have the fans and like Jade have the staff? Like kind of thing.
And the OG ones, yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah,
but
see, I'm learning already.
Like color palette.
Yeah, it's like the exact same character model, basically, but just swapped in and out. Okay, that was kind of what I thought. It's weird. I feel like I would really like the Mortal Kombat games, but I would like the story. Like I would have zero interest in playing online. I would be and I know that's like the opposite of all gamers, but like I'm interested in like the different fighting styles and the different like stages and all that shit. I don't care who's the best. Like I want the weird shit.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, Blake. The stories in the games are like fine. There's like a lot of lore.
I think they're notoriously dumb, but like I like the Injustice games too, even though they have really dumb.
Injustice is better, I would say, than Mortal Kombat. But
the stories are pretty flat, and there's a lot of things like,
and part of that's because of mechanics. Like you have to have a reason of like you playing whatever character has to like slot into the different story beats, right?
Right. So there's shit where it's like there's no way like this character should defeat this character, but like that's the next chapter in the video game. So, like,
and that's any fighting game though as well too.
For sure.
Yeah, I still think I would more enjoy that limited style of play than online competitive play, because I just know that like that's just not fun for me at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
I really enjoyed. So my like first Mortal Kombat exposure was actually the kind of precursor to Injustice, which was Mortal Kombat versus the DCU.
That's classic, dude.
That game was
one of my favorite video games.
That game was really, really good, and that was
what
my
year is
introduction
that?
to maybe 07, dude. I think that's like the same year.
It's that old?
Yeah.
It's pretty old.
It's probably.
I'm gonna go 11.
08. Mortal Kombat versus DC.
No, you're right, dude. Yeah, it's
07.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Or I'm seeing 08.
I'm seeing 08. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
that game
makes sense.
That game was really good, dude. That
Yeah,
game was
game's fun.
really good. And that actually had a decent story of like the Mortal Kombat characters trying to invade DC places and stuff like that, and then it goes the other way around. They invade the other way. Yeah, so it's
everyone's getting Baraka faced.
Yep. Plenty of Baraka faced people going around. Nice, man. Well, Nathaniel, you strike me as a Sub-Zero main potentially.
Okay, I will. Maybe at some point I will play one of the games, and I'll get back to you on who I end up playing a lot.
Also joining.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say also joining us today is Karate Tyler Vidals, karate world champion, black belt. Was it 3
I'm
times?
like, he gets an actual character's name. I just get karate.
Yeah, you just get karate, man.
The concept of karate.
Sick.
The guy was Johnny Cage, karate. What did he say? 3-time world champion or something like that.
5
Hilarious.
times.
5-time. Wow.
5-time black belt. And something else. Nathaniel, did we lose you or just your picture?
Oh, no, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
just want to make sure.
Yeah, sorry. No,
do you have a favorite Mortal Kombat character or like a go-to?
Honestly, there's quite a bit that I like. Just really loved playing over the years. Smoke was always a dope ass character.
Yeah. Ooh, Smoke is cool.
Nuke Saibot was so cool when he got first introduced. There's another one from like the newer games. Oh, I remember his name because his last name's Takahashi. But it's Kenshi Takahashi. And Takahashi is the last name of the Takahashi brothers from Initial D. So that's how I remember him. Yeah, no, honestly, the only person that would probably know Takahashi is Blake. Because he's also from the newer games. I think one of the more underrated fighting games, though, that doesn't get brought up enough is Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
Never played one of those.
Really?
Soul Calibur's so good.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones where you kind of like have to like chain them. That was kind of like its big thing, right? Was that you could like kind of juggle people or air juggle people and like the camera.
I mean, realistically, you can do that in pretty much every fighting game. That's kind of the best way to start really draining down bars on people. But
Soul Calibur is the joint that had like Yoda and shit in it, right?
I was gonna say I didn't know this had
you're
Yoda
right. It's the one where you like you can.
I remember playing that.
It had like an insane character creator, and people could just basically create anything in there. If I remember right, it would just get modded.
That sounds kind of awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. A lot of different characters. And then obviously Nathaniel brought up Tekken.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Eddie Gordo, that's my fucking guy.
Yeah. Do you like Tekken more than Street Fighter? Like those?
I think so. I definitely played way more Tekken than I did Street Fighter.
Tekken. Okay, yeah.
I will say though, I did watch the trailer for
new Street Fighter
when I went and saw the movie.
Yeah,
and I was actually like, "Is this going to be better than Mortal Kombat?"
I'm interested, man.
Yeah,
I think it might be.
I'm not as familiar with the Street Fighter.
I'm not at all, which again I think only works to my advantage in these scenarios.
Sure. Yeah.
It comes out in October.
Yeah. And for a minute, that was going to be, was that going to be Kreger's or was that going to be?
It was going to be the Talk to Me Boys.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, and then they dropped from it. So yeah, they had some big names associated with it for a while.
Actually, I can't remember who I was talking to. It might have been you guys last week, but they just came out with an Invincible game. That's all fighting. So I think we did bring it up I brought it up because we were talking about how we were doing this next week, which is now this week.
Whoa.
Yeah, for sure.
Time travel's crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, we're in the realm of fighting games being turned into movies, and I'm in for it, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, Injustice will never get made into a movie just because there's so many movies in that universe already. But if anybody was wondering, my main for Injustice was always Blue Beetle.
Okay.
Blue Beetle being good.
I played a lot of
Blue
Flash.
Beetle's sick, dude.
On the
Flash.
Injustice, yeah.
Flash is good. I forgot who I play as Nightwing. That was my Injustice character.
He's just immediately going to Justify. You don't have to justify. It's okay.
Did you miss the whole rant?
I loved playing Aquaman. It was fine. It was dog shit.
Rounding out the squadron today, and as usual, it's Big Sunglasses BlakeHolder.
Hey, what up?
Gotta get them shades on, man. What is your? I've definitely have asked you this before, probably on the first Mortal Kombat episode, but your both favorite and go-to Mortal Kombat characters, plus your what are you maining today? In the latest game.
That's such a loaded question for me, too, because I've played so many of the games over the years, right?
Yeah.
I think all time favorite is probably Katana's up there. I am traditionally I am a Sub-Zero guy opposed to a Scorpion guy, right? Those are kind of the two main faces of it, and that was kind of the path I chose as a kid. Just kind of stuck with it then. That being said, Sub-Zero is not my favorite fighter, not somebody I've selected playing the video games, right? As far as current MK, which is MK1, I main Katana in Rain. So Katana's pretty prevalent in pretty much any MK I played. Yeah. Katana's one of my favorite characters, if not probably overall number one. Then Rain is just a palette swap male ninja who's purple. And he's named after Purple Rain from Prince.
Hell yeah!
So, Sweet. Yeah, so he's a palette swap character back from 95 or something like that, 96. And then the Mortal Kombat before this, Mortal Kombat 11, which came out 2018, I want to say, and ran for maybe 4 years or 5 years. My two mains in that were Katana and Jade. So Jade's another one who's heavily selected character.
Is she the green one?
Correct. Yeah, and she actually appears in the movie.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. But she's the green female ninja palette swap, right? If you go back to the traditional video games, you got her who's green, Katana's blue, Melina's pink, and Melina was in the first MK movie from 2021 or something like that, or 2020, whatever year that is. So yeah, those are kind of your OG palette swaps, and then the males, you obviously get your Sub-Zero, you get your Scorpion, you get your Smoke that Ty mentioned, you get your Rain, you get your Ermac, and Noob Saibot, right? So funny enough, Noob Saibot's obviously the black male ninja, and I have a figurine of Noob Saibot. This is from his costume from MK11, and MK11 they had Joker.
Laughing Joker
was a DLC character. Yeah. So they give palettes and skins to other characters in the universe that can kind of go out. So they gave Noob Saibot a Joker, Batman Who Laughs costume.
That's cool.
Got it.
So yeah. Arguably some of the coolest shit of that franchise is the DLC characters they add to shit. In this one, I've told you they've added Ghostface, Omni-Man, Homelander. Last MK they added Spawn.
Yeah, they even got T1000 in there, don't they?
T1000. Yeah. It's they've got Freddy Cougar and MK9 from 2013.
They did Alien and Predator.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Some of the cool, that's the coolest shit of the entire universe.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, anyway, speaking of Mortal Kombat, laziest transition or segue of my life. Nathaniel, if you can give everybody a rundown of the review segment.
What up, folks? Awesome. Yeah, I got it. Hey, gonna give you a rundown of the review segment. It's split into two sections. There's the non-spoiler section, then there's the spoiler section. Pretty self-explanatory. In the non-spoiler section, we'll go over who wrote it, who directed it, who's in it, all of that good stuff. We'll decide if it is a yes or no. There is no nuance on the internet in terms if we would recommend it. We'll also talk about the IMDb page. I did skip over that a little bit. We'll decide if we agree with their summary yes or no there as well too. And yeah, if you don't have anything spoiled for you, it's a Mortal Kombat. It's kind of in the title a lot of the times. But if you don't have anything spoiled for you, go ahead and check the show notes, which will have our what is the word I'm looking for? Timestamps for the whole section itself. And make sure you come back and see where it ranks up on our Entropy list, which is our big list of everything we've watched on the podcast ranked. With that being said, Adam, talk to me about Mortal Kombat 2.
I would love to. Love to. Mortal Kombat 2. This is a new movie, rated R with a runtime of 1 hour and 56 minutes and an IMDb rating of 7.0 out of 10. Pretty solid.
Wow.
Pretty solid. What does anyone know the first one?
6 something.
First one's, I want to say. Wait, you're talking about 2021 or are you talking about like 1995?
2021, the original one.
I feel like that was pretty badly received.
Yeah. Any guesses here?
On IMDb?
On an IMDb.
It's probably higher than you thought.
6.1.
6.3.
I'm going to say like a 5.5.
We do have a winner here.
Oh, what was it?
6.1. Now I don't know if Nathaniel cheated, but there's no reflection on his glasses that tells me
he
otherwise,
did.
So
no, I am on IMDb, but I believe I was remembering that from when I looked it up last week before I went and saw this one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of cheated.
Okay. He cheated a week ago. It's just now paying off.
I'm sorry,
I told you, dude. Time travel's fucking wild, dude.
My particular brain just really likes IMDb. Take of that what you will, internet. But
anyway, the cast include, or we can go full director and everything. Hang on. Director is Simon McBoyd.
Yeah, that's a tough one. MCQUO. Yeah. 3 vowels in a row after a Q. Not one you come across often.
Yeah, well, he is the director of the first one,
and like that's it, right? Like it doesn't. I don't think he's really done anything else.
My understanding.
Yeah, written by Jeremy Slater and then based on characters created by Ed Boon and John Tobias. Ed Boon, legend in the gaming industry. Cast includes, let's go to Letterboxd for this one. I'm done getting fooled by your stupid credits order, IMDb. We have Carl Urban here as Johnny Cage, Adeline Rudolph, Jessica McNamee, Ludi Lynn, Makad Brooks. Who am I missing? I'm going to go... Where's my boy?
Did you say Carl Urban?
I did say Carl Urban.
Number 1.
As Billy Butcher?
Yes, Billy Butcher. Tadanobu Asano is Lord Raiden. That was who I was looking for. And then who's the other? Who's our
Scorpion?
Yes, who's Scorpion? What's his name?
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Yes.
Hiroyuki Sanada, I should say.
There he is. Yeah, Hiroyuki. Cool. The IMDb summary reads as follows. The fan favorite champions, now joined by Johnny Cage himself, are pitted against one another in the ultimate battle to defeat the dark rule of Shao Kahn that threatens the very existence of the Earth Realm and its defenders.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, I mean, insert Mortal Kombat plot summary here.
Remember what I was saying earlier about the story?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's, it's pretty much every plot to Mortal Kombat. But here we are, man. We're getting Johnny Cage. We're getting the Butcher himself. It's Carl Urban. It's Johnny Cage. How do you guys feel about the casting before we get into anything else of Carl Urban as Johnny Cage?
I think it's fine. He's probably not my first pick. I'm also a little jaded by OG Johnny Cage, who I think is just like a little bit more of a face to that character for me, just because that's who I obviously first saw that character as.
Sure. You're talking about the original movie.
Yeah. But I don't mind Karl Urban at all once we kind of get into like the swing of things. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with his overall performance, and I think he did perfectly fine.
Yeah, I would probably agree with it. I don't really have any qualms. I think in a way it kind of leans into the movie character as well, because like the movie character and the video game character, the character of Johnny Cage in itself is a movie star. So like it is kind of like breaking the fourth wall for that, right? I think that was kind of their easy way to kind of push that. So yeah, in short, I'm okay with it. And people know him from The Boys. It's a good draw, right? Where you can kind of bring in those same type of people. I just mentioned Homelanders and MK1, so you can kind of draw some parallels, right, of why they want to push for that. So I'm okay with it.
Is there anybody that you guys think would do a better job?
Well, that's where I was going to chime in, and I said this to Blake. I said this to Blake as we walked out of the theater because bit of sizzle, we saw this movie together. But Glenn Powell as Johnny Cage could have been fun.
That was Adam's first. Yeah,
I was to say, yeah, he's kind of got that kind of douchey mentality about him.
You could pull, exactly.
Yeah.
I think
especially from like after seeing him in Twister, you could definitely see him doing that for sure.
Yeah. So I would love to see him take a crack at that, because I was talking to Blake too, and I think Karl Urban ultimately, and they play it off well in the movie and played into his character, but he is a little bit older, and I would love to see like a prime Johnny Cage, and he's just full on in character the whole time. But we can get into that a little bit more later. How are we feeling overall, fellas? As I mentioned, me and Blake were able to catch this together. It was like something I was going to do Friday after work. I was like, I can just skip the traffic. Don't have many, anywhere to be Friday nights. Let me go catch the movie and hit up Blake. Just let him know since he's, nearby.
Yep.
So, that ended up working out. But I know Blake and I were both feeling pretty pleased overall.
I agree.
Yeah. I think we both were on board of just kind of got what I came for.
Yeah.
Which was fun action, some good fighting scenes, plot that I don't always care about, and I got to see characters that I know from the games just played out on a movie screen. It was
definitely
got my money's worth.
Definitely a step up right from the first film, right? I think that's kind of like the unanimous takeaway.
Absolutely. That was the other half of that.
So yeah, I agree with you, Adam. We as you kind of echoed, we talked about it when we were walking out of the theater. But yeah, all in all, it was like, oh man, I sat down and didn't have the highest expectations for this, despite me being like the biggest Mortal Kombat fan, at least out of this group, right, by a wide margin. And even with those low expectations, surpassed them by a landslide. I was like, you know what, this is fine. This is good enough where the first Mortal Kombat film from 95 is like one of those films that's so bad it's good.
Sure.
Where it's so bad it's good, so I can turn it on at any time. If I'm scrolling on Tubi and it's there, it's like whatever, I'll put it on for background noise. And I think this is the first Mortal Kombat film post that movie that can replace that.
Sure.
Right. I think that's the easiest way I can go ahead and say it. Because I've never went back and rewatched Mortal Kombat 2021. Probably never will. So, that's my 2 cents. We'll talk about the actual characters and kind of fighting styles and stuff they've copied from the game, which was a lot of fan service, which I loved sitting in there. But yeah, please, somebody else chat, Nathaniel.
It's a weird movie, man. Not only in that, it's the exactly what we've kind of talked about, I guess, in that, because it's a video game adaptation, there's certain just things that they don't even really try to commit. They don't try and adapt the game to a movie. They're just kind of here's what the game would almost look like as a movie in as loose a form as we can, and still kind of somewhat make sense, which I guess is just what an adaptation is. Sorry, maybe that meant nothing, but I guess what I'm trying to say is they're not trying to reinvent or like reimagine what Mortal Kombat is. They're just very, very basically saying like this is a beginner's guide, I guess, to Mortal Kombat, which is very strange for it being the second movie. Like, I guess that's my kind of thing, is that like they kind of rehash a lot of what happened in Mortal Kombat 2021 or whatever that was, which I get, because it almost feels like no one really remembers or cares about that was. I didn't even go and rewatch it, but like I said, I read the summary on IMDb a week ago just to refresh my memory, and it was kind of like, oh yeah, I do remember kind of going over this again. But it seems also that they have kind of listened to everyone's complaints from that movie and have kind of redone the things that they did complain about in a way that everyone seems much more satisfied with, and is also just like overall a better experience, but doesn't in any way break new ground or like really do more than kind of check a lot of boxes. At the same time, I, maybe because I'm not a fan of the games, don't really care that much, and like had a similar experience to you guys where I was just like, all right, yeah, sure, it's fun enough. Like I didn't feel like I wasted my hour and 56 minutes. I didn't realize it was that long. Yeah. But I didn't feel like I necessarily wasted that time, but I also didn't feel like I necessarily gained a whole lot from it. It's the first time I really felt like I identified with that like Martin Scorsese quote that got him in so much trouble a couple years ago, where he was like, these movies are like theme park rides now. Like I do feel like this is kind of a theme park ride movie for sure, where I'm like, I'm enjoying myself and it's a good ride, but I'm not looking for deep storytelling by any means. It's more just like, oh, there's some flashy fun characters and I get to see some exciting stuff. So yeah, I think that was my expectation. That's what I got. So I don't really have anything to complain about, but I don't, I wasn't looking for anything that moved me either. Adam, Ty?
Go ahead, Ty.
Yeah, it was fine. Nothing too crazy. Pretty similar to the first one in a lot of ways. I guess they listened to, some fan service and stuff like that, but overall, you still get like these really weird cuts, and editing, and Nathaniel brings up a good point that it's, based off a video game, which kind of gives you a little bit more of that video game feel. And like, if you've ever played a fighting video game, you understand that like the cut scenes just go like right into like, some of the fighting and everything like that. So, it's fine. It's an interesting choice overall. Just because it's based off a video game doesn't mean you have to edit it like a video game. You could obviously just still make a really good film out of it. But yeah, it's whatever. I think we had the same issue with the first one. But overall, I think probably acting is a little bit more, a little bit better. Maybe writing's a little bit better in this one than it is the first one. Maybe they kind of just, like let the actors, do a little bit more of, what they feel like they should do versus, kind of tying their hands behind their back, so to speak. Again, honestly, I think we said it at the first one too. Josh Lawson, Kano, kind of steals the show again.
Oh, absolutely.
And so, I think, as funny enough, it's, supposed to be about Katana's, journey kind of this time around, and, Rudolph did a phenomenal job. I think she did a good job. But yeah, the fact that Josh Lawson just gets on screen as Kano and just like constantly steals the show throughout both movies is just fucking hilarious. So yeah, more Kano. Kano should get his own solo movie. And yeah, I think we'll just be better off with that. So I think honestly, I don't know. I could go either way. I think I'll just wait to see what you guys vote on as far as like recommend versus not recommend. I could really be pushed over to one side or the other. It's one of those things where it's just kind of like
you can't wait for our recommend. You got to give your own opinion, man.
I can do whatever I want.
All right, well, no one go until Tyler goes.
Tyler's left.
We're gonna stay at non-spoilers for an hour and a half. Let's get ready.
But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm super indifferent about if somebody was like, dude, should I go see it? And I'd be like, you could probably just wait till you can watch it in your living room on your couch, and it'll be just as fine as it was in theaters. It's not one of those movies you have to go see in theaters. And honestly, if somebody was like, hey, you know what, should I go watch it? I'd be like, damn, just play the game.
Fair enough. All right. Well, you guys kind of got my thoughts at the top. So I think we can go ahead and head into spoilers. If you've not seen Mortal Kombat 2 and don't want it spoiled for you, there's not that much to spoil in this one, I'm not gonna lie. But if you don't want it spoiled for you, you can check the episode description. Left a timestamp you can jump to where you'll be taking the ranking of our movie up upon our Entropy list.
Are we all recommends?
Oh, I forgot that part.
Literally,
yeah, I think so.
I forgot it.
Yeah, Tyler gave his recommendation, and then I was like, "All right, we're good." But yeah, I'm a recommend. It's all right. It sounded like we were all kind of on that train.
Yeah, I saw this on a big screen. I enjoyed the big screen aspect of it, so I'm down. It does kind of sort of remind me of the old New Line Cinema movies, like the original was, where they had 4 sets and you just got to revisit them again and again and again.
Sure, maps, dude.
That too.
What map do you want to play?
Stage. Was it Stage Break? Is that when you like kick someone to a different part of it? No, no one knows what that's called.
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I do not know what the exact terminology is.
I just coined it.
I know what
Stage
you're talking
Break.
about. I just don't know what it's called.
Blake,
you recommend?
Yeah. I've recommended movies that I'm significantly lower on this. So,
okay.
All things with context, though, right? So yeah, I'm recommending a movie with context.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Mostly recommends, mostly positive reactions. All that stuff I said about the spoilers. Yeah, episode description. We're good. Nathaniel, do you have a spoiler noise? Do you have like a finish him for us? We really got to get more active on the soundboard.
Yeah. Hold on. Maybe I can do a finish him.
Hey,
there we go.
That worked out pretty well. All right, there it is.
So I have a weird thing where
go ahead.
I hear when people, they do the Mortal Kombat, like, and the thing, instead of the actual theme music, I hear the jellyfish jam from SpongeBob.
Oh, yeah. I
like it leads into it the same with the Mortal Kombat screen, but then it goes so that's something that's my burden that now I've given to you guys as well too. And I hope that's for everyone that's listening to this podcast now. I kept that until the spoilers just for all of that, but
okay.
Anyways,
that's
Blake,
funny.
what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, with you. In short, like, I like the movie, man. I mean, obviously, I'm the biggest Mortal Kombat guy out of us here, but like, yeah, this is what I would expect from a Mortal Kombat movie that they didn't give us in the first film, right? The first film, I think me and Adam were talking about it before we were walking into this one. It was like, was there even a tournament in the first film?
There was not.
Like, no, there fucking wasn't. So like, I don't even know why you're watching a Mortal Kombat movie. There's not even a tournament, and there's 2 fights, right? So at least we kind of immediately get over that hurdle. And then it's just, yeah, man, like this is kind of what I'll talk for, like the average Mortal Kombat like player, right? This is kind of what we expect to go in here, to see characters who we know and love from the game. There's moves that are incorporated directly from the game that they put into the movie, right? That look better now just off the practicality and special effects, right? Than they've ever looked before. And then paying some homage to like storytelling, right? So you get the Adenia storytelling with Katana and Jade, which is very similar to pretty much every iteration of the video game, right? Is that Jade is some sort of best friend, protector, guard of Katana. And that Katana has been adopted by Shao Kahn, who has killed her father, Jarrett, right? That's kind of just the deep lore that's in every video game. And he comes back as another character. So yeah, like I enjoyed that. I enjoyed getting our first look at Noob Saibot on a movie, because Noob Saibot's not in either of the first 3 movies. Well, the first 2 from the 90s and then 2021. So I do enjoy that we get a lore accurate Noob Saibot, who is the original Sub-Zero who dies and then is just brought back to life, right? Through necromancy. So like, love that we get Bihan as Noob Saibot, right? So that means we're going to end up getting another Sub-Zero, because there's a entire family of these people that's going to end up being Kuai Liang. So like, yeah, it's cool, man. Like, if you're into the lore, it's like, yeah, like this is what I expect, man. I expect Bihan to become evil. I expect them to fight again. Seeing Baraka was like,
seeing Baraka was really.
I think they did really good with him.
That whole scene was
pretty wonky, because he's a strange character. You know what I mean? And like, I think they put the right amount of comedic bits around him, right, to like make it where it's not like egregious. You know,
I thought that was one of the
little hard to understand. But...
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the more successful scenes of the movie, just in general. Like from a prosthetic standpoint to a character work standpoint to just an overall like filmography, or not filmography, Jesus, like a cinematography. Like everything about that scene I thought worked well. Like,
I would 100% agree. That was going to be one of my main points. Was I love that entire sequence,
practical effects, prosthetics.
The fight was great. I loved the shot of like them doing like the wave and sync or whatever when he's like dodging his swords, and they kind of slow it down,
which is essentially pulled from the video game. Like Johnny Cage doing that is pulled from the video game, right? So. Yeah, dude.
All of the lines in that, they treat you like wild dogs. We are wild dogs. Like, just everything about their little back and forth is real great. And then again, you end it with there's got to be a specific name for that, where he does the splits and punches you in the dick, right? That's like a
it's just a nut punch.
Okay,
right? Is essentially what they call it in the game.
But that's I know that's a Johnny Cage move from the games specifically.
Yeah, and the OG stuff, he does it to Gora.
Right. Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
So yeah, that's great. The movie within the movie. You're seeing Johnny Cage fill movies like comedic gold.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
It was
for sure.
really good.
Comedic gold of somebody shooting an RPG from an elevated.
Oh yeah, and then changing the angle in between shots.
It goes under his legs. It hits a fucking helicopter. Yeah, for sure. It's like, that's cool, man. Like, that's the type of shit. It's like I want to go to and see just the straight lean into the comedy.
Well, then they kill all of the annoying characters from the first one. I mean, I guess they kill off the main character from the first of the reboots.
Oh, we probably should talk about that. Yeah. Rightfully so, though. That was the biggest uproar from the community of the first movie.
Again, if they had this movie in the chamber, it's crazy that they went with that first movie, where like this could have just been your, like, Johnny Cage could have just been your point of view character the whole time. Like, I'm pretty sure he is in the first. In the OG, like the 95 version, isn't he kind of like how you kind of enter it overall back then as well too? So maybe they didn't want to redo it again, but like the movie just does work better. Like, and you're not trying to that uphill battle of creating your own character. Like, now I weirdly want to see him come back, because like now I'm like, that guy was supposed to be like, it sucks that he kind of got like shoehorned into the second one. Like, now you've given me stakes for him. Like, I want to see him come back and come, like, if he's the ultimate villain in the third one, you've built an interesting character for me now. But
yeah. I think they'll take another route just based off the lore of the games, right? Of who they're gonna have for a villain. They're probably building up to. There's a gentleman called Shinnok. They're probably building up to.
Well, I think wasn't that the amulet of Shinnok? I love that. Correct, I love that the MacGuffin of this movie is literally a magical amulet. That like we're at that point.
Yeah.
Well, they like steal it from Raiden by like just slicing his throat, I guess.
No, that's his power.
They
steal his power, bro. Get your lore
right. Well, they steal the power, but they put it into the amulet,
which Kano had
need
stolen.
Like elder god power for the amulet,
right?
And the amulet traditionally is owned by Shinnok, so I think they're gonna lead up to him for the next movie, or they'll just have awesome that we get Quan Chi and Shang Tsung It's not the same. I don't have the same nostalgic tie to the original Shang Tsung, right? That's like the peak Shang Tsung that's basically been replicated in every video game post that movie.
Yeah.
Right. It's like that's the character model. So like there's a lot of in-depth things grained into the original Shang Tsung. And I apologies, I don't have that person's name in front of me, but he actually passed away earlier. I want to say earlier this year, or late last year. But I do think that's where they're going to lead into for the next movie is going to be Shang Tsung and Quan Chi kind of forming their alliance. And that's like the fourth video game is Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. And it's them two who are kind of the big bads. So, I think they'll take some of that stuff, man. And yeah, it's cool. You just get to see a wider variety of characters. Shao Kahn's awesome in this. He was pretty good in the 95 one, but he's awesome in this. Right. Definitely menacing, definitely heavy, definitely seems like he has all the power that he kind of talks about and brags that he has.
I was like, he doesn't need the amulet, man. Who is taking this dude out? He got stabbed like 8 times by the king there.
Yeah, he's dope.
He's beast. He's a tank.
Shao Kahn though, and like in the video games, fucking hate Shao Kahn players. Just like you know what I mean? That's just. That's my personal vendetta. Yeah, it's like I do not like.
Does he always
Shao
have the big
Kahn
hammer?
Characters. He does.
Mm.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, it's cool that he also they integrate like that kind of teleport to him. It's not really a teleport. It's just like his thrust,
his knee boost.
Yeah, the shoulder charge.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's pulled directly from the video game, of course.
Yeah. The Liu Kang and the Kung Lao battle again was so sick.
For sure.
Watching,
best fight of the movie.
Watching the hat fly around.
Yep.
Is fucking awesome. And then you get that classic reverse kind of like jump where he pulls him into his hat on the ground at the finish. I'm like, dude, that's like a classic Mortal Kombat like fatality.
Yep.
That was a really, really fun fight to watch for sure.
Absolutely.
And then you also get a little bit of Liu Kang's like full potential power when he not only has the 2 dragons going up the pillars, but then also when he ends up kind of vanishing into the sky and basically like ascending in a sense.
Becomes the Phoenix Force.
I understand it now.
Yeah.
When he dies, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and then obviously like we said to Cole Young getting his fucking skull pounded into the ground is hilarious.
Yeah. Rightfully so though. I was waiting on that. Yeah, I mean, to add a little more color to the Liu Kang thing, I mean, yeah, you're absolutely right, dude. And that goes back to a conversation we had. This is probably just pre-pod or post-pod banter some time back. We were just talking about like all powerful, like beings. We were talking about like your Supermans, your Omni-Mans, your things of that nature. And your Dragon Ball Z characters. And Liu Kang is like quietly up there, man. Like he's somebody who's like in his max potential, he's able to like conjure like black holes like within his hand and shit like that. Like very, very powerful person. So I think they're gonna try to work their way up into that as long as they continue making money on these movies.
I was gonna say there's a part of me that doesn't necessarily want them to. Like, there's a full blown part of me that's like, we can just stop making these movies. I'm totally okay with like growing up. I'm probably one of the only one. Well, Nathaniel too, and you've obviously seen them, but I don't know if Adam's ever seen like OGs. But like I grew up on that shit, dude. Like,
oh, dude, the first one is classic.
Yeah, I am totally okay with just rewatching those. I don't need these. I would much rather watch like OG Mortal Kombat's.
Yeah, that's fair, man. A lot of people feel that way. My biggest con with the movies, like I'm not in here for like the character development and the lore and any of that. Like I understand that. I've played the video games. You can read comic books on that stuff. My biggest gripe with the movie though is that there just simply was not a single fight to techno music, which is like the biggest problem I had. We're like, yeah, you get that when the credits roll. You know what I mean? But like, man, I wish they would have fucking put that in one of the fights, right?
You know,
for sure.
Yeah, that's my like they've really dropped the ball on that.
Should have the jellyfish jam
100%.
going.
yeah. Outside of that, I mean, what else do I like? I do.
I think Carl Urban's good. I don't know if we talked about that at the start. Like, I think people were saying that he isn't like their idea of it. I guess because again, I don't really have any reference for Johnny Cage. I thought he was pretty great in it overall.
Yeah, I think he could play that character very well. I think he did a good job.
Katana was good.
Seeing him back in the doing an American accent reminded me of his character in Star Trek, Bones.
Oh, for sure. I think overall what I was a little bit worried about was Carl Urban's like age.
Sure.
For what he was gonna look like for Johnny Cage, but I think overall I was okay with it. Just because the way that they brought him in and like his career is like basically going to shit, and he's like sitting at like Comic-Con doing nothing.
I think that was
so
that was
like,
kind of also
okay,
my thing. Fine. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Which Blake, I wanted to ask, what is Johnny Cage's like power that he develops? Like at one point in the final fight, I think he like gets a little bit of like green aura. But is it just like
that's
is that it? Okay, it's a kick.
Yeah, like in the games, it's like obviously like fundamentally makes no sense. It's a fighting video game, right?
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, like he can channel some inner power through like elder gods, right? Where he has this glowing green presence to him.
Okay.
And you see the beginning of that when he has the kick at the end where he kicks. Well, I think they actually just call him Bihan instead of Noob Saibot. Right, where he kicks behind off the ledge.
Okay. And is it like supposed to be like an axe kick, like you raise it up overhead and bring it down kind of thing? Or
no,
is it like
it's like a
cartwheel and then like a thrust, like a straight leg into their chest.
Got it. Okay. It's that and the nut
almost
punch,
like you're like power gliding across the fucking floor with one leg out.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I know exactly the gif I'm thinking of now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cool. I like how they tied in like essentially like real world examples, and just how Johnny Cage is always like how they do it in the movies is that because he is a character that exists theoretically outside of the Mortal Kombat universe, they can do other tie-ins, right? So like for example, in MK1, there is a Ghostface fatality where Ghostface kills somebody who's playing a video game of Mortal Kombat. But the only person he can do that to is Johnny Cage, right? Because no one else would be outside of the Mortal Kombat universe playing video games, right?
Right.
So you even get glimpses into that with Johnny Cage in the movie, right? Where they're like, nobody likes these movies anymore. They just want to watch Keanu Reeves like fight people with pencils.
Yeah.
You get like small.
Or he says the like one ring to rule them all, one ring to go fuck yourself or whatever.
Yeah. So like that's their great way of kind of like the gateway to the audience, as I should say, which always goes over well. You kind of need a character like that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm much better than the second one or than the first one from 2020. I can't stress enough. That movie fucking sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Just off them trying to push a character that doesn't exist in the Mortal Kombat universe in front of our face as the main
swing
lead.
and a miss.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, guys.
Well,
yeah, that's kind of it. I do think I know where the next film's going to go. I mean, eventually you kind of see them team up at the end, right? Where you get Baraka, you get Jade, you get Raiden, Johnny Cage, Katana, and I think Jax and Sonya are in that
Jax
as well.
is dead.
Jax is dead.
You got the bottom of an axe to the throat.
I forgot
Not
about
for long.
that.
They're gonna go to back.
Yeah, they're going to get their boys back.
As every fucking video game, like nobody dies. They just come back as revenants.
Which I kind of don't mind
essentially how
as well too.
Kung Lao is a revenant.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah.
Which they precursored that he's gonna come back the right way.
Yeah,
which is why they have
same with
that Shang-Chi.
Same with is it Ken Lung that does the Kung Lao?
Kung Lao's the one with the hat.
Okay, then Liu Kang is the one that
Liu Kang's fire.
Sands. Yeah.
But Kung Lao is a
Quan
revenant.
Chi's the necromancer.
Yep.
Kimchi
Always has a phenomenal kit, like in the video games. he probably always has the coolest looking kit, particularly in the more modern video games, like with the way that graphics have.
All right, hold
for
on.
sure.
I'm pulling them up.
His kit in like the two newer video games like looks phenomenal, where you can like summon portals and like have different eldritch like monsters fight for him and shit. Like him and Ermac probably have the coolest kits from a graphical standpoint, and we don't have Ermac in this.
Is that a tree?
Probably get Ermac in the next one. And Ermac is a character who's made up of multiple souls of people, but the main soul that Ermac is made up of is Jared, and Jared is Katana's father and Sindel's husband. So yeah, I think that's where they're going to kind of get into the Ermac and kind of how he operates, because that takes necromancy to bring in him.
Fun.
But yeah, there's some cool kits, man. Quan Chi's got the coolest kit, sure.
Well, here we go. I'm ready. Sign me up. Just wake me up when the next one's out and in theaters again. I don't need to know anything about its production.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
I don't need to know.
Yeah. I don't know how this thing is doing in the box office. I'm sure it's doing okay. It's not like breaking records by any means. I think releasing this on Mother's Day weekend was probably not the right idea. Like, you know what I mean? Let alone battling like The Devil Wears Prada 2 and the MJ movie, right?
Says its budget was 68, and so far its gross worldwide is 75. So it's at least made its money back. Possibly, it might break even, if not do a little bit over. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm sure they'll keep having the same guy make them and whatever. They're kung fu popcorn movies that just don't fucking exist. The action movies we get now, to the character's point in the film, are your fucking John Wicks, are your fucking The Tomorrow War, are all those types of movies, right? You don't get a fucking hand-to-hand combat kung fu movie, let alone a fight scene that's like 3 minutes long between Liu Kang and Kung Lao. That's live action, man. Cool to see.
We ranking it?
That's all I got.
Yeah, let's do it. Welcome back, listeners who skipped over the spoiler segment of the podcast. We're going to go ahead and throw up Mortal Kombat 2 up upon our Entropy list. For those of you who do not know, the Entropy list is Back Row Banter's official list of all the movies we have reviewed, regardless of genre, regardless of anything else, all on one fantastic list. It's essentially how we rate our movies, rather than do it out of 5 stars, out of 10, whatever it is. We throw up all the movies we review on a list and see if they compare to one another. If you want to reference the Entropy list for yourself, you can do so by checking the episode description, where you can find the link to my Letterboxd. You can also find a link to the tiered version of the list, which will automatically sort our rankings into one of 7 tiers, starting at the S tier, going all the way down to the money laundering tier, reserved for movies so bad that you have to wonder if they were made to launder money. Alrighty.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat.
Got an idea.
Yeah, I think I'm immediately looking in C tier, right? Like me walking out of that movie, sitting with my boy Adam, I was like, I think I can at least get this to C tier movie, right?
Sure.
For what it is, we always have context and take things with a grain of salt. But like, yeah, this hit what this was supposed to do to me. But yeah, it's not groundbreaking. You know, nobody expects that. So that's kind of where I'm at. Nathaniel, what are you thinking, brother?
Trying to remember where C tier ends specifically.
C tier ends at blind spotting. Blind spotting is the end of C tier. Ferrari 211 begins D tier.
Okay, yeah, definitely in the C tier area. I was looking. What was top end C tier? Is that Die Hard? That area?
Hokum.
Oh,
We actually just did that. Yeah, we initiated that.
Yeah,
last week.
so I was firmly in C tier. I was feeling weirdly Final Destination Bloodlines as kind of a buffer on this one. And then I saw Trick or Treat right below that. So I have dumped this to Shang-Chi 181 below Trick or Treat, above Shang-Chi. That's also going to be above Shaft, Underwater, Us, some pretty good movies in there. Top Gun, also weirdly, and Tenet way down there. But then under some things like Frozen, original Frozen, Hokum, Notebook, Conjuring 2, The Creator, Crank, a great movie that I will hear nothing against.
True.
So, with that being said, I'll kick it over to Adam. Yeah, but I'm at 181.
For context, Mortal Kombat 2021 is at 225 currently.
Below Candyman, above Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah.
Ew. Also below the Matrix Resurrections. Pardon me.
I like the Matrix.
I am C tier as well here, but I'm not gonna blow it up super high in the C tier. I'm like in a 208 below the blackening, above Anaconda.
Okay.
Lock it in.
Lock it in.
208. Nathaniel, what were you?
181.
181. Okay.
Ty?
202.
Oh, okay.
Below Paranormal Activity, above Ready or Not 2.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're all in the same ballpark here. I'm eerily close to Nathaniel. Part of me, like my immediate answer was 181 as well, going below Trick or Treat. That was kind of my hard cap, just because I don't really care for Shang-Chi. And I like Shang-Tsung over Shang-Chi. That was kind of an easy thing for me. But then quiet as kept, dude. I may like Shaft more than this movie.
Okay.
So like, Shaft? I don't know. Like I could be convinced that.
I like Shaft more this movie too.
Yeah, I could be convinced that, man. Shaft was some funny shit, dude. Rewatching that. But I'm gonna match my boy Nathaniel. I'll keep it 181.
Sorry. Ty?
What?
Ty he did 202.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Below Paranormal Activity.
Yeah.
Wow, we got a flat ranking this week, guys. We're gonna have to tie break.
We're gonna
193 is our average ranking, so that is tied with the original Top Gun. Are we thinking
Top Gun
above or below? Over, under?
Yeah, I mean, all things considered,
Top Gun above.
Yeah, you have to put Top Gun above, and I would agree with that.
There you have it. Top Gun will hold its reign at 193. We're putting Mortal Kombat Deuce at 194.
Yeah, that's fair.
Firmly slotted there in the C tier. Cool. Well, that's it for this week's review. Our next week's review will be on the movie. We're preparing for Mandalorian and Grogu with another Star Wars movie, none other than Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. I believe that is currently streaming on Disney Plus.
See,
so check it out there if you have it, or maybe you have a DVD somewhere or something. I don't know. Kick it up, put it on, join us for a review. Do we have any what we're watching that we want to talk about here, fellas?
I have restarted an Indiana Jones run.
Ooh,
okay. I need to do that. I haven't seen those since I was a kid.
So yeah, I got through first one, and it was great.
Excellent movie.
And really just gives me an old little nostalgia feeling. I haven't watched them in a while all the way through. Love punching sounds.
Sure.
They're the greatest.
The revolvers sound like shotguns for some reason.
Yeah.
You ever played any of those video games, dude? I think didn't they have one come out for the new gen?
They did.
Yeah, they had one that recently came out, and it's basically like a playthrough of like all the games.
Okay.
I mean, movies.
The Grand Circle or something like that.
Well, they do start with the first one. You literally, like, the opening scene is literally like
the
them in the forest, and
You don't really run, but the ball's coming down and everything like that.
Ah, fun.
But yeah, I did that, and then we are caught up on The Boys, which is hilarious because a couple of random people make some cameos, which is funny as shit.
Sure.
One of them I'll just tell you because it's funny. It's obviously pretty findable, but Seth Rogen's in there, and I'm only telling you guys this because it's just like relatively in line with the podcast. But at some point, somebody looks at Seth Rogen and they're like, I promise you I will watch American Pickle more than once. And I'm like, dude, how fucking hilarious.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And it's funny because he's actually playing Seth Rogen in The Boys. He's not playing anybody else. So it's really, really fucking funny. So I had to tell you guys that because I was like, that's funny as shit. And then other than that, I'm pretty much caught up on a lot of like my animes. I'm just kind of maybe looking for something new to pick up here in a little bit, but I'm definitely going to keep going with the Indiana Jones. They're such an easy watch for me to just be like laying on the couch to be able to just like sit and watch those. So I'm definitely going to get through those and have a good time with those. I did watch part of the roast of Kevin Hart, which was pretty funny.
Oh, I watched some of that.
Yeah, again, it's 3 hours long, so it's a little hard to get through in one sit. But yeah, some really funny jokes in there, and I don't know if I have anything. Oh, I started a show on Amazon called Vox Machina. Not sure if any of you guys have heard of that. Nathaniel's nodding his head. I'm sure he's very familiar because it's ran by a bunch of people. Is that Critical Role?
Yeah, so that Critical Role, that's campaign 1, basically. Yeah. That is their first campaign adapted as a animated show. So I've seen the first 2 seasons, I want to say.
Okay, and I think they're getting ready to come out with a brand new season pretty soon here.
Yeah, and then I think they've done an adaptation of their second campaign, Mighty Nine, as well, too. I think that's got at least one season, it's really good. It's fun.
Yeah, they are fun for sure. Super easy to watch.
If you like The Boys, you'd enjoy it as like a animated, in like fantasy version as well too. Like it's definitely R-rated. And it's got good storytelling.
For sure. Yeah. So that's all I got.
Nathaniel.
Been watching some sumo. Sumo is back. Always a good time. And I watched the movie Vice with Christian Bale as Dick Cheney from a few years ago.
I never watched that, but I really wanted to.
Yeah, you should watch it. You'd enjoy it a lot. Don't know if it's. I think it's better than The Big Short in some ways. I think the performances are better.
Okay.
In this one at least, and it definitely makes you understand things a little bit more as well too, or at least gives you a pretty interesting
time.
Look at that. Where I was definitely growing up, and so there's definitely people's names I knew and stuff, but it's interesting to see what their goals were in retrospect as well.
Sure.
So yeah, definitely watched some of that. I'm winding down on Scrubs. I'm nearly to the caught up in a sense, which is a weird thing to say considering that show is back. So yeah, did that. I thought there was something else I watched as well too. I'll let you know if I think of it, but it's mostly what I've been watching.
Nice.
Blake, you get to anything?
Basketball, man. Playoff basketball.
Sure.
Been watching some games.
Yeah, I've been paid attention.
Lakers got swept. Who's shocked? Not me.
No, not at all. The Browns old. Their best player, Luka's not even playing.
I remembered what it was. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Blake.
Go ahead.
Well, it was actually a thing that you and I talked about. I started rewatching the first season of The Wire.
Oh, you did, and you text me that, and this was as I was walking out the theater with Adam.
Okay.
And I even told Adam, I was like, Nathaniel just texted me, said he made the mistake of restarting The Wire.
Yeah.
And that's when I asked Adam, I was like, have you ever seen that shit? And he was like, no, I've never watched that or The Sopranos. So yeah, we got to get Adam to buckle down on that. But yeah, man, please talk about The Wire. That's one like I can talk about forever. And I actually need to do a rewatch as an adult. I haven't rewatched it in probably 10 years.
It's like, it's crazy because like it's one of those ones with like a perfect episode 1 where like you just immediately sets up everything you need to know. And like even when you're first watching it, you kind of have that, I'll call it like the Game of Thrones feeling where you're almost like, I don't know who all these people are. I'm getting introduced to so many different people, and like I'm trying to understand who knows who and like what's going to what and like how things are setting up. But then like it just ends on the perfect kind of like dramatic beat that you immediately are like, oh, I need to watch episode 2. And by episode 2, episode 3, you have figured out who talks to who and like where everyone slots into the overall setup. And then it's just, it feels so like I'm hesitant to say realistic, but like you feel like you truly understand why things are happening the way they are and what the motivations of each characters are. And like, you understand what the context of what something is happening in one scene means for the other characters around as well too, who might not be present in the scene. And that's like such a level of engagement that so many shows nowadays just don't even bother to ask their viewer for. Like, it is astonishing how you're watching. You're just like, wow, this is just one of the, I mean, it's a cliche to make, like it is one of the best crafted things of all time, but it is just like, it's a marvel to look at. Like you feel like you're watching like someone build a Lamborghini in front of you basically, and then you get to watch it drive off. It's crazy. It's a great show. And like I said, I turned on the first episode just as like someone else had mentioned it, and I was like, love The Wire, put it back on. And then by the end, I was like, well, watching episode 2, and then I think I text Blake later, and I was like, I'm on episode 4 already, or something like that. So, yeah.
Have you gone back since then? Because that was maybe Friday.
I think I got to episode 7, and then weirdly enough, another podcast that I listened to was like, we're gonna do an episode or season 1 of The Wire rewatch in like a month, so I might wait and like catch up with that at the same time.
And do that with them.
Yeah, but
that'd be cool.
Having a good time. Love The Wire. Big recommend. I'm sorry, Blake. You were talking basketball though.
Yeah, no worries, brother. Yeah, totally one of my favorite shows. In terms of basketball, Adam just jumped in. Yeah, Lakers got swept as expected. Their best player is hurt, right? Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the NBA. He hasn't played in like 2 months. They got swept playing the OKC Thunder. Thunder are good, man. Like they may repeat, dude. I would like to see the Spurs beat them. I think I'm close to jumping off the ledge of like, I may just become a Wemby stan. And I think I've said it before, but like, I think it's going to take LeBron no longer playing basketball. But I do think that's Wemby's the next person where I'm just going to be like, you know what, man, like this is my next GOAT. Yeah. Right.
Right there with you.
So I would like to see the Spurs give OKC a run for their money. I would like to see the Spurs give OKC a run for their money with Wemby and kind of some of their guards. But OKC is so fucking good, dude.
They're so good and so deep.
I know.
You just don't ever watch them and you're like, oh, who's this guy? It's like, no, they're all
for sure,
dude.
Legitimately one of the better basketball teams that I've seen in the past, probably like 5 or 6 years.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think they're like bench players. They're like primary rotation. Probably could go toe to toe with a lot of starting rotations in the NBA. I mean,
they're good.
That's not that crazy of an exaggeration. Like they're really good and really deep.
They're good. And then that's a piece of it. Rooting for the Spurs over the Timberwolves. And then on the east side, East Coast, of course, we have the Knicks going to the conference finals. Unfortunately, without Tibbs. Man, they got rid of our Chicago legend.
But Mike
Brown, crazy enough, they look
right?
They look better.
They do. I like Mike Brown. I liked him in the Kings.
Mike Brown's a coach for sure.
Surprising fire from the Kings. What crazy organizational move.
He brought them out of purgatory. Right.
Yeah, he brought them out of purgatory.
I think that's when Nathaniel was talking about them briefly, like maybe 2 years ago.
And I watched
was like all at the strength of this guy.
Light the beam, baby.
That they were ascending as I was getting more and more into the NBA. So I watched a ton of Kings basketball when they were.
And they let them go for I don't know what reason. They were at fucking purgatory.
Probably Sacramento. Sacramento. I'm sure they couldn't afford him. Like if he got
no, they fired him, man.
Oh well, then never mind. Maybe they were paying him too much.
Well, either way, he was coach of the year. Mistake. What 23 or 24?
Yeah, 22, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
And then 2 years later, they let him go. Either way, massive mistake, Nathaniel. But that's why poor organizations remain poor organizations. And the New York Knicks are the New York Knicks, right?
Speaking of poor organizations, the Bulls, 4th overall pick.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, I meant to shoot you a text. I think one of my other buddies shot me a text about that. Yeah, so yeah, and they say I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting for the Bulls.
This draft
class, new coach.
This draft class is crazy, and getting a top 4 pick here, I don't think they can miss.
Yeah,
I say that, and it's the Bulls. So maybe they'll pick another Patrick Williams at 3. I mean, that was crazy.
Yeah,
but I don't think they can. I don't think they can miss on this one. I think any of the top 4 guys are going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, totally agree, brother. But that's all I've been doing then. And quietly, man, keep going back to Siege, brother. Played some Siege the other day too, man. I'm close to getting hooked again.
Man. I'm gonna do it right after this episode. I promise.
If you download it, brother, shoot me a text, man.
We'll get some games in.
Play. I haven't jumped back into rank though. Like that's too much off the deep end. I'm playing unranked, so it's like the same parameters a little bit, but like a little more laxed. Because as you know, dude, like once you take a break from that game for years, like the learning curve is massive for like new maps, new operators. Yeah, it's challenging. It's challenging. But if you got the bones, you're already better than the person who just started playing.
I'm day one, man. Boy, do I have the bones.
Yeah. So you'll pick up quicker than like the guy who just started playing.
Oh yeah, if I
6 months ago
start playing Rainbow Six Siege in the year 2026,
I can't even imagine.
I can't imagine the learning curve you'd have to go through.
Can't imagine it.
Go through.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, brother, that's all I got. Adam,
my last. Watched the movie Idiocracy for the first time.
Okay.
Just one. My roommates and I have like scrolled by a couple times. My one roommate is kind of a fan of the movie. He thinks it's pretty funny and has liked how kind of relevant it's gotten. It's gotten some references here and there I've seen.
It's got electrolytes
online. It's got electrolytes. It was honestly pretty solid. Like it wasn't great. It's not gonna be one. I don't know if I'll ever rewatch it. Kind of just a dumb comedy, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. What was the other thing I watched? Attack on Titan almost done with season 2 with my roommate rewatch.
Wow.
We have the season finale. We watched up to the season finale of season 2 last night. So we're making steady progress, pretty steady progress. Happy with the pace we're at. Show's getting real good. I mean, it starts real good and it stays really good every single episode. But like, man, it's like now that we're getting into the meat of the show, I would say, and it's been awesome. But I feel like there's one other thing I watched, but I can't remember. Rewatched Weapons with my dad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Rewatched Weapons, and that was his first watch. He really enjoyed it. My second watch still holds up. Give another 4.5 on Letterboxd. Was very pleased on the second time around. Funny the things you kind of notice while watching that you don't the first time around, just in how things intersect in between everything. And speaking of Papa Schwartz, Tyler, did you text my dad to tell my mom Happy Mother's Day?
I did, yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. That was an unexpected comment from my dad on Sunday. All right. Well, appreciate you looking out, man.
Always.
Anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I got for my watching. Did everybody go?
Yes.
Blake, you missed it, but Tyler sent my dad a text telling him to wish my mom a Happy Mother's Day on Sunday.
Oh,
thoughtful.
Nice.
Yeah, it is very thoughtful. All right, we all went. Yeah.
Yes,
Tyler,
sir.
did you go?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, that's going to be it here for episode. We're at 277 today. It's a good number. Thank you all for listening, especially if you made it this far into the episode. You're our favorite type of listener, and we truly do appreciate you listening. Do us a favor, share the podcast with a friend, family member, fellow movie lover, or your next opponent in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Tell them to take it back to their realm. Spread the word. While you're doing that, you can follow us on Twitter at Banter Row, YouTube it's Back Row Banter, and our email is backrowbanterpod@gmail.com if you want to go send us an email. You can find me on Letterboxd at H. That's AYYSH. BlakeHolder, where can the people find you up, my man?
Letterboxd, BlakeHolder, be on there, log some things, rate them out of 5 stars. But interested to see, man, what I rate this Star Wars coming up here. It'll only be the second Star Wars film I've ever seen out of, there's got to be probably 10 plus of these now, would be my guess. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. See how it goes. Does it get 5 stars? Does it become my favorite movie of all time?
Can you imagine if Star Wars The Phantom Menace becomes your favorite movie of all time?
All right. We'll see where it is. But that's where I'm at. PlayStation, Mr. Watercoolers, Xbox, Mr. Watercoolers. I'm on there playing Siege again. If anybody's in it, let me know. Ty.
Instagram, Letterboxd, and X, all Tyler Dallas VID alias Nathaniel.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, not on Twitter anymore. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Instagram, Nathaniel G92 and S Kingrick. I'm also on Letterboxd, where I'm expecting to see a review from Blake next week that says definitely not my favorite movie of all time. But yeah, that's where y'all can find me as well too. Adam, I believe you finishing us off, getting us out of here, or am I it?
I started us off, man.
All right.
Oh. I was. You finish us off, Nathaniel.
Thank you, sir. I will. That's us, folks. We've been Back Row Banter, and we will BRB.
We have full-time jobs. We're all employed. So my boss could hear this.
America. Ready for another lesson.
I do have something I came across online. I do want to kind of pass it to the boys here. And it was just kind of a shits and giggles kind of dilemma over under type ordeal. Guess how long it would take you.
Sure.
And it was 2 gentlemen I was listening to talk, and they got on some side tangent. And they were like, hey, there's 2 of them, but here's the first one. How long would it take you to realize that all of your waiters, right? So that's only males, right? Waitresses would be women. All of your waiters are named Ian. How long would it take you to figure that out?
Like every waiter I've ever had?
Every waiter. So starting today, every time you go to a restaurant and you have an actual waiter, how long do you think it would take you before you got suspicious that every male waiter is named Ian? Right off the back, that's going to take me years. I am horrible with names and don't even bother to listen to the person's name of like when they're telling me when I'm ordering food.
I'm pretty good with names. I think I'd notice pretty quick.
I gotta say I do too. I think I'd twig pretty quick too.
I don't think so. Like, I don't pay attention enough. Would it be... they would say their name and I'd forget it. I'd just be
for
like,
sure.
Cool. You are. I'm just gonna motion to you. Like I don't say my waiter's name ever.
Yeah, well, I'm like,
yeah, I'm totally different. I think I'm saying their name almost every single time they come up to the table.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So at what point do you think you realize, right? Is it because I guess you got to factor in how many times do you see a male waiter, right? So like, do you think you get 3 months in before you're suspicious? Do you think you get a year in, or like what does that look like?
A couple months. I mean, I don't know. We really don't go out to eat a ton, so I guess there's that point too. But
yeah, I feel
mean,
like
also we don't really go to like other places either. Like we only have 4 main spots.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like if it was like a weird thing where like I was on vacation and like so I'm eating out every night and then like maybe we like eat and then like 3 or 4 or 5 days and then all of a sudden like 3 of those days you have a waiter named Ian, I feel like I'd be like, all right, something's going on here.
Okay. Yeah.
But it'd be about
be
until then, maybe until.
I think if I was traveling and that happened is when I would notice it.
There you go. And then then would you just be like,
my surroundings?
But then would you just be like, oh, that was weird that time I was on a trip and I had those 3 waiters named Ian, and then like you just go right back into like never noticing.
Yeah, but then
it's also Ian.
Okay, so maybe it's my first meal back from the trip.
There you go.
There's no way 4 times. It's like
now that I'm back from Orlando.
The 4th time, yeah, it's like there's no way this is happening again. Like I go to sit down, to get food. Like when I land and there's a 4th Ian in a row, that's when I'd be convinced.
Okay, well, interesting. Okay, so you guys seem like you guys would catch on pretty quickly. Me, I mean, it can go on for a long time, dude. Embarrassingly enough, I'm horrible with the names.
I mean, it'd go on a long time for me too, Blake. Don't worry, I'm not far behind you.
It would all depend on how quickly I would eat out back to back and experience it, I think.
Right. That's the variable, right? Like if you're not even going out to eat and you're running into the few times you do go out to eat.
How many places have a waiter anymore?
Exactly.
Well, that's
or just a physical person.
Really push this thing for like a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you're like,
gonna be,
wait a minute. Everybody's fucking named Ian.
It's not.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't even thinking like the waitress thing, but like there's so many places that have just like gone away with like tableside service as well too. There's so many places where you just order at a counter nowadays, and the food comes to you and stuff.
You definitely get
and that wouldn't count. Of course, that wouldn't count, right? It had to be the guy come up and say, "Hey, my name's Ian. I'm here. I'll take your drink order or whatever."
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. It seems like you guys are pretty good. Next one would be how many owls would you have to see in a day before you became suspicious?
I feel like, did we talk about this at some point? I feel like this has come up at some point.
Yeah.
How many owls would I feel like
before it became suspicious?
Yeah.
I think it's
less than 5.
Low number. I was
gonna say the limit is 5, right?
Probably 3 or 4.
Yeah.
I don't ever see owls, so if I saw 4 of them in a day, I'd be like, "This is."
I think 3. I think if I saw 3 owls in a day, I'd just be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah.
Now, what if it So right, I mean, Ty's got a good point. Owls are nocturnal. Now, what if it was something like what can we do here? Oh, here's one. It's because this is hard to quantify. What about like sparrows? Right. Imagine how many of those things you fucking see every day, right? Yeah, it's like it'd have to be several hundred,
right?
Like deep into the hundreds, right? Before you're like, holy shit, there's a lot of sparrows out here, man. I don't know.
Location kind of depends too, because I've been to a couple golf courses where there's a lot of sparrows. Like that's like their thing. So I'm like, well, then they're just around here.
Yeah.